Hello everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to our My Player Career Mode. As always, thank you for taking the time to watch one of my videos. Appreciate all the support that you lovely people continue to show me. I hope that you're all doing fantastic and having an awesome day as we jump into today's video. As I'm recording this, yesterday, Manchester City were crowned Champions League winners in real life. We are hoping for very much the same in our My Player Career Mode as we want to win the Champions League come the end of this season. So we're hoping that we can replicate what City did in real life in our My Player Career Mode. But the Champions League will not be played today because we finished the group last episode. We topped the group as well. Today we have got games against Palace, which is where I'll have to start on the bench because my manager rating has dropped too low, unfortunately. But that's okay. Then we'll take on Manchester United away at Old Trafford in a Manchester derby before we have West Ham United at home and Mansfield in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. We spoke about the crazy achievement from them to reach the quarterfinals. I'd simmed every game up until this point for us, but after checking the comments, some of you lovely people suggested we should play that quarterfinal, so we are going to be doing that today as well. So without further ado, let's jump into this episode. 500 likes would be awesome as always. Sit back, relax, and hopefully enjoy, my friends. Quick update of the Premier League table as things stand then as we begin today's episode. 2 points adrift of Wolves and Manchester United. Palace up first, who currently are bottom of the Premier League, our former club, so not good from them. And as we start on the bench for this one, we're hoping to join the game with us already being in front. So we'll click play match, we'll find out what's going on. And actually, after 63 minutes, there has been no goal here at the Etihad. And we are on to play striker in place of Haaland. Nunez, Rodri. Now Nunez and Rodri combining with passes. We've got space here to play Foden on the left-hand side. Phil Foden cuts back in, playing myself. We are playing up front, remember, here today as we try and put that ball into a dangerous area. Palace deal with it for the moment, but not fully dealt with because the ball will still find its way to me. And our quick shot is kept out by Palace's goalkeeper, and it is a City corner. No Haaland on the pitch though, remember, as well, so we lose his, height inside the box from those set pieces, and that was not good by City, who give it away so easily, as that's a heavy touch. What was the touch, by the way, from us? That's just a little bit of maybe lack of concentration, I want to say. I don't know how we ended up having such a poor first touch, but at the moment, Manchester City are being held, frustratingly, to a 0-0 draw at the Etihad as things stand. Palace trying to do their utmost to keep this the same way it is currently. Ball out wide here for Ruben Dias. He now will get to the byline. Finds Nunez. Nunez finds me. Near post effort. Thumped home. City lead 1-0 here against Palace. And of course, being a former club of ours, I will not celebrate. And Palace were 18 minutes away from sealing a big draw. But now, not as it stands. We just hit this with so much pace into that near post. The goalkeeper has absolutely no time to set himself to make the save. And City have the breakthrough. That goal as well takes us on to 14 in 16 Premier League matches. So, outstanding season once more in the Prem. We did get the golden boot when we played at Liverpool, I do believe, so we are trying to do that again. But of course, Haaland as well has scored a fair amount of goals. Here is Akinwale, though, trying to find an immediate response for Palace, and it was very nearly just that, without the brilliance of Ederson, who stops it being 1-1. Final 8 minutes of this one. Palace 0, Manchester City 1, the score at the moment. Goncalves trying to make the move. Goncalves' efforts! He'll find the second, and City will wrap up the 3 points. And he gets into the box. There's still a lot of work to be done. There's still a number of Palace players between him and the goal, but he finds the correct way through, just finds the gap, and has no chance again for the Palace number 1 as that ball sails into the top corner. City don't look done there, though, because here is Camavinga trying to release Goncalves. Will he get to that loose ball first? He does not. Anderson does pick it up. That ball forward as well. Geertruida, excellent defending from him. Immediately in to win it for Manchester City. Goncalves trying to release us. Still has a chance to do so. The turn is exceptional. And the finish is just as good. City 3, Crystal Palace 0. This time I do celebrate. Got a little bit ahead of myself. I didn't mean to celebrate. Apologies to Crystal Palace. But what a turn this is, by the way. Little ball inside. See you later. Palace do have themselves a corner here. 2 minutes from the 90. It will be sent in by Sam. Rodri, who was the hero of the Champions League final last night. His goal securing that for Manchester City. Paul Crabbe goes close. With his turn into the box and his left-footed shot rising over the crossbar, it would have just been a consolation for Palace, but it was very nearly a consolation for Patrick Vieira's men. 2 minutes additional time by the officials. Foden has the ball for City, and it looks like that will be the end of this one, my friends. We joined the game at 0-0. We made an impact. We made sure that City come away with all 3 points, and there could still be another moment for us as the ball goes out wide here to Ruben Dias. And that is full time. City 3, Crystal Palace 0 to start the episode. First victory of hopefully 4 today. Trying to see what's happened between Wolves and Manchester United. That game yet to be played because they're both playing each other, which does mean this victory here for us should help us climb the table. At least one spot, we'll see, as we advance the days to this Manchester United game at Old Trafford. And United did pick up the victory against Wolves. And since then as well, Wolves have actually played an extra game, which means we do hold second with a game in hand. So victory against Manchester United here, and we go top of the Premier League table. Big game this one, not just because it's a Manchester derby, but because whoever wins it will hold top spot. Let's see how this one goes as we head into it. There's the 2 teams. United captained by Jude Bellingham, who starts left midfield. So much in a Manchester derby to look forward to. So much quality as well on the field of play that you're hoping it will result in a fantastic game of football between these two very, very top quality sides. As Manchester United looking to start the game off, the stronger of the two. Iqbal inside to Brandt. Early chance and Edison has to be alert. Really nicely worked by Manchester United though. Iqbal's ball finding Julian Brandt. And he really, I think, should have given United the lead here. And now we will see Manchester City on the ball for the first time tonight. What can they do in possession? Lovely turn by Haaland. Foden trying to release that ball. Foden's done brilliantly actually to keep us on this for the moment, as there's no way into the United penalty area just yet. Geertruida, right-hand side. Now Valverde. Brilliant. Valverde looking for the cross. Aouar will intercept, but he's not cleared it just yet. And Geertruida's done really well to win his header. Chance! Oh! We tried to place it. We saw this work against Palace. Just didn't quite wrap our foot around the ball enough. And I actually think the goalkeeper's got it covered. But it was a chance for City. And it was really, really well done by Geertruida to keep us on that ball by winning his header. Geertruida with the ball forwards. Valverde to my left. Here is Federico Valverde. Valverde trying to take City forwards. He's found Foden. What a ball! And Phil Foden can't find the finish. And if the game carries on at this sort of pace that we've seen in the opening 25 minutes and the amount of chances we've seen in terms of both sides having opportunities, it's going to result in a really, really good game of football. There's a chance to put another delivery into the box. This time it's blocked. There's Haaland's header. He's at the post somehow and the rebound nearly falls the way of Foden. But United deal with it. How on earth did Erling Haaland hit the post from there? Injury time remaining of this first half. 2 minutes of it. And it has been quite a high-intensity game. Both sides not willing to give the other one any time on the ball to make things happen. At the break, though, it is Manchester United 0, Manchester City 0. Here is Iqbal for Manchester United. We've tracked the run there of Jude Bellingham, but the ball will find its way through to Julian Brandt. And Julian Brandt, who had a moment earlier on in the game, right at the start of the first half, has seen another chance at the start of a second. This time he doesn't pass up the opportunity. I don't know what City were doing. Why has Julian Brandt got all the time in the world? It's Sanchez. Sanchez, who just doesn't pick him up. The young man, we spoke about him, didn't we, when we saw the fact that we didn't bring in a new left back and he would be given the start. Well, it's a little bit of naivety, maybe a lack of concentration, but for some reason he leaves Julian Brandt after marking him initially, and then he's got space to finish, and United take the lead in this Manchester derby. Manchester City trying to find the response. Here is Valverde, now Geertruida, right-hand side, cross into the box, looking for Camavinga. I'm not sure whether or not Ado Jr. knew much about that, but he does win the ball back for Manchester United. That ball forward is brilliant. Oh, look at that! We charged into the space. Oh, what a run! There was a tiny little gap. As soon as we pick up the ball, one thought in our mind, and that is to drive into the gap, find a way through. City 1, United 1. Massive, massive credit as well to Camavinga. I was wondering why the space opened up, and it's because if you look back there, Camavinga drags the centre-backs out of position, which creates that little pocket. So he has a massive, massive part in this goal, and City find their equaliser. Final 3 minutes of the game, plus injury time. There's been changes for both sides, as neither one seemingly happy to accept the point. Iqbal, big moment! Big, big moment from Ederson. As I say, changes have been made because both sides want the victory, and well, Manchester United could have had it if it wasn't for the brilliance of Ederson. Corner to defend though, as Aouar will deliver. It goes to the near post. Alanga's header is forwards. Ederson will catch. Is there time for City to find a chance? Well, the answer is no. In full time here, in an eventful Manchester derby, the full-time score is Manchester United 1, Manchester City 1. Hero Ederson saves the day against Manchester United. He certainly did. Outstanding goalkeeping late on to deny Iqbal. We now then go into our third game of the day, as it's saying we're a pace setter. 35 goals projected. How many have we actually got though so far? I think we're on 15, I want to say. 16 in 17. Haaland's on 10 in 17. Neto on 10 in 17, and Traore as well. So we are leading the top scorers race at the moment for the Golden Boot. So that's good to see. Right. West Ham United at the Etihad. The point against United was actually fine because it does mean that we can still keep pace with them. And I imagine some point down the line, we will probably see them drop points. Simo is in place of Ruben Dias. Not sure if that's through injury or if that's just a change that Pep's made, but Simo does start here. So, into game we go. Elise finding the run of Jovic, and there is Simo defending well. Ederson now has it for City, and it's been a game of chances which have not happened. You can see there, 0 shots for both sides. We are yet to see a shot on target for either team, as we are looking to change that right here. We've got 5 or so minutes until half time, and I would like to see a bit of life from Manchester City. Rodri, Camavinga. Having said that, West Ham are doing a very good job of defending. They're not giving as much space whatsoever. What a ball that is though! Tchouaméni will find his header, and Manchester City will lead from their first shot on target. The cross was delightful. Tchouaméni provided the finish. 1-0. And as we see this goal again, it's patient by City. But as I say, West Ham have done quite well of limiting the space in and around the penalty area. So the chance to whip the cross in was in, and it was a fantastic delivery straight into that corridor of uncertainty, and Tchouaméni does exceptional to meet the ball and find the finish. And City are straight back on it here. A single minute until half-time whistle. Another chance to put another cross in. Again, it's a delightful delivery. Tchouaméni almost gets there again. Almost in dreamland. He nearly had a second before the break. Wow. Another cross. And I think, you know what? The crossing might be the way forward, because West Ham are limiting the space inside their area to be able to play those little quick-fire passes that City like to do. So the option might just be to put the ball out wide and whip deliveries into the box and see if we can win on those. Second half underway. West Ham United haven't had a chance. Manchester City have had just the one, but the one was all we needed to break the deadlock here at the Etihad and give our side the lead. Rodri, the space on the right hand side again. That touch is wonderful, by the way, as we look to cut inside. Oh, magnificent piece of skill, but can we make something of this? Camavinga goes for the strike, and Stefan will save. Just couldn't quite get the finish. Really good effort though from Camavinga. And you know what? I'm actually thinking we go for a short corner here. Haaland's come short. We will use him, and he'll turn. He'll find the ball into Foden. Foden trying to find that little back heel through as the pressure is put on, and they will play it down the line. Can we reach it? The answer is no. Aaron Hickey, now Elise. Forward to Ceballos. Ceballos back as Rodri will intercept that pass, and it was a good job because you can see I'm way out of position there following that short corner routine, which we lost. City back on the ball, though, and looking to continue to put the pressure on to West Ham. Haaland's delivery. Tchouaméni's in the box again, you know. Tchouaméni's back in that box. Another right foot cross. There he is again. And he's there again. Tchouaméni. He's having a storming performance. Yes, we're putting these deliveries in. And they are really good crosses, but he has to meet them, and meet them he is. He's having an exceptional day. Tchouaméni. Wow. 2-0 City. Corner ball. Elise delivers. Lookman's header straight at Ederson. Chance of the breakaway. Will he play it towards me? He's gone for the throw. And you can see that if we look at the minimap, I am the furthest Manchester City player forward. So we'll have to try and wait for the support to arrive, which is now doing in the form of Haaland. Little ball over the top, but he doesn't quite connect his volley as he would hope he would. He's frustrated with himself there. You saw his reaction. Any moment now, that will be the end of this one. And Manchester City will go on to win the game. A Tchouaméni brace. We said after the halftime whistle, the way to win this one was to put the crosses into the box and win on those. And that's exactly how we did it. Tchouaméni, fantastic. 3 points picked up for City again. We are on the charge up the Premier League table. Manchester United do go on to beat Watford, though, in a 2-1 victory, so they stay top for the moment, but we keep the pressure on them. And that is exactly what you want to see as we now head into that quarter-final cup tie against Mansfield. What I do want to do is take a look at the other ties that are being played, because I'm not sure who's still in the competition. We know Mansfield are here, and credit to them, but who else is in this? Spurs, Liverpool, Manchester United, Sheffield United, and Leicester City, Chelsea are the other ties being played. You would expect Manchester City to advance here, but can Mansfield write another historic chapter in this Carabao Cup run? Let's find out as we head into this. 2 lineups on your screen. Goncalves starts on the left in place of Foden. Nunez into midfield as well, and Phillips in at centre-back. The Etihad is set. Mansfield make their way to Manchester to try and find another moment of history by defeating City and advancing to the semi-finals of this Carabao Cup. For us, it's an opportunity to reach the semi-finals and potentially fight for our first bit of silverware following the Community Shield and the UEFA Super Cup that we played right back at the start of this season. And for us, I mean, you'd expect this to go one way, as Goncalves has already found me, and Mansfield in real trouble here. We go near post. We've hit the outside of the woodwork. I didn't want to try and go far post. I wanted to mix it up because we've gone far post on the last few times. I think that's maybe what the goalkeeper's expecting, but I don't quite get the near post effort correct. It's hit the outside the post, gone out, goal kick. But when you look at the way that chance came, far too easy. Far too easy from a Mansfield point of view. They give us chances like that. It's going to be a long evening for them. Valverde. And you've got to say, Pep has named a very strong Manchester City team for this one. He's wasting no quality whatsoever. There's the goal. As Goncalves' cross is met, we get our head to it and head it into the bottom corner. City 1, Mansfield 0 after 11 minutes. Valverde to Haaland. Haaland here has got a runner down the left-hand side in the form of Sanchez. Sanchez with a chance to put a cross in. We saw this happen before. We've done it again. City 2, Mansfield 0. And this one is better than the first. I don't actually know what we did for this. It was like a scissor kick volley. But 20 minutes in, there's the second. Let's have another look at this. Sanchez's delivery. Yeah, like a scissor kick volley. Quite the finish indeed. Mansfield's, I think this is where your Carabao Cup dreams end, unfortunately. And we are on for a hat-trick as well after 25 minutes. Enjoying ourselves at the moment. City with 68% of possession to the 32 of Mansfield. You'd expect no less. Haaland. That's nice by Goncalves. Geertruida's in. He's going to go for goal. Barron with a save. The loose ball is there to be won. Who will win it is the question. Well, Haaland's now come away with it. As City again. We've tried to pick it out. Oh my goodness me. Do you know what? I will say, we are playing Mansfield, so I can't get ahead of myself. But the quality of the finishing here is sublime. What? We've just hit 2 outrageous goals in potential goal of the season contenders in the same game. The curve on that ball. Wow. It's the hat-trick, by the way, for us. Oh, it's got to be. It is. Geertruida finds our fourth. Corner ball was dealt with, and then the ball went out. I thought the whistle was going to come, which is why I stopped commentating, because we are 6 minutes injury time instead of the 2 that we should have had. So Mansfield will feel a little bit frustrated by that, but this goal is going to do very little to change the outcome of the game. When the ball comes back in here, and we just whip it across the face of the goal, has to be finished. Nunez, space, Mateus Nunez drives into it, goes for goal, Byron saves. Loose ball picked up by Goncalves, now Haaland, Haaland finding myself, there's 5. It's a 4th in the game for us. And with 10 minutes to play, it could still be more for Manchester City. Foden's made his run, there is that ball, Foden, Valverde into the area, cross goal, 6-0 City. Game set and match as we finish with a 6-0 scoreline. And there is full time. Commiserations to Mansfield, who had a fantastic run to get here. But City do the job. We got 4 on the afternoon, or the evening rather. And we will go through now to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup and await our opponents. So next up for us in the Premier League, we will face Leeds United at Ellen Road. But I've just realised actually, we got Man United again. Very, very close after we just played them at the Old Trafford, sorry. We then got them at the Etihad in the next episode as well, so we get another chance to take them on. We've actually been drawn against Liverpool in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, so our former club we will face in a double leg header to advance to the finals. And we've been drawn in the round of 64 of the FA Cup against another former club in the form of Palace. So all that to look forward to. In terms of our Champions League draw, Shakhtar Donetsk is who we will face. That, though, my friends, is where we will end today's episode. A huge thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be greatly appreciated. As I said, 500 would be super awesome. If you are new around here and like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below to make sure you don't miss an upload. Until next time, take care, stay safe, look after each other, have a great day, have a great evening, and I'll see you all back here for another episode of My Player Career Mode very, very soon. Until then, adios!